Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And away we go at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Here's Carter on the return. And he doesn't get very far, just beyond the 5-yard line.
Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks him with a really long field ahead.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Penix going to throw straight away. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock. So unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom, connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Penix on 1st down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. They go play action. Here's Penix. Mooney downfield, and he has it. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. They get 27 on the play. And that is good enough for Atlanta. 1st down.
Falcons, 1st down.
They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. Back to the line they come. 2nd down. Throwing Penix. Got a man. It's Drake London. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. 1st and 10 around Robinson, who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Nnamdi Madubuike making that stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gaps in the future.
Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
3rd down give to Robinson. They'll have the 1st down and even more. This is close, but does not get that first. They're going to be left with a 4th and short.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive 1st down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
4th down, Penix escapes out to the left. And they take this in for the score. The Falcons drive the length of the field and take a 6-0 lead. Michael Penix Jr. the touchdown. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
Zane Gonzalez on for the point after try. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Rasheen Ali on the return. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And that's where they'll begin the drive following the return. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. It's an early advantage for the Falcons. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They have 1st and 10.
No, we changed it.
First down, here's Lamar. Brought in right side. He spins right by him. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line.
A gain of 24
Give him
yards.
24 yards on that one. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
First down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Ready. Salute. Hey, report. Report. 13. Salute.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line.
Gain of 12 yards.
12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
1st and 10 from the 32. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll set up the screen for Henry. He finds some space again. And he's going to have this all the way down to the 4. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Got to be pretty good actors. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everyone.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Ravens finish off their opening drive. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. For the offense, you got to love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
No stranger to this in his career, Brock. John Harbaugh wants his offense to tack on 2 more.
Conversion.
Jackson throwing for it. And the 2-point pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work.
7. Ravens 6. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Let's go. 72. Go.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Falcons on top inside of Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Let's go now.
Throwing now on 1st down. Penix. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Play action. Here's Penix. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. That throw intended for Drake London. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line.
Feet nice, Kate. Feet nice. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And he had it, but no, can't complete the process of the catch, and they wind up turning it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. Still has some space inside the 35. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get some late points and the lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Lamar and the offense staying out there, Brock. They're trying for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Quarterback run here. And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead. Notice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the 2-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot. And who knows? Maybe we'll have a 2-pointer that plays a bigger role when this thing's all said and done.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's Carter on the return. This makes it up to the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. To the air with Penix. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. New set of downs from the 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Going right side, Robinson with it. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd and 3 now. Here's Penix to throw. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. The Falcons take a timeout to their final 1. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. It's a nickel set for the Ravens. 3rd down. Play fake. Penix. Man downfield, and he finds London. And he's down to almost... Oh, no. They're actually going to give him the 30 here.
27 yards.
So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that's a Falcon 1st down. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
to kick it away, here's Pinion. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's on the run, deep down the middle. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Jackson now on third. He rolls to his right. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. Picked off by, I love this name, Devon Diablo. And the Falcons will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception.
Intercepted. The Falcons
First and 10 from the 32.
At the 32-yard line.
A handoff for Robinson, running right. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
At the 31-yard line.
Staying with Robinson. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
To the right side and reeled in by London. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
First down.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10.
At the 11-yard line.
Throwing for the pistol, Penix. Has it down close. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons start the second half with some needed points. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
And that catch in the end zone gives them the lead. Well, that right there really changes the complexion of this game. They take the lead on the conversion rather than playing for the tie.
You could just see my head up here in this booth, right? It's just shaking. I mean, the old-timers are looking at some of these decisions the new school guys are making and just wondering aloud, what are you thinking? Well, what they're thinking is what some of the data is telling them to do. And what I love, Kate, it now really puts the pressure on that other side to respond.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Ali to return it. Showing a little burst so far. He showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up first and 10. The drive begins with Henry. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Going to the ground again on first. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Now here's Lamar. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And he's got it. It's in close. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens take a lead just before the end of the third.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Lamar and the Ravens all set for this two-point try. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Defense had a chance to scheme it up, now lined up to defend this try.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Lamar's going to keep this one. And he is hit well behind the line and goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that 2-point attempt.
15. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's Carter on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10.
Ready? Cowboy 80. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger.
They're going play fake with Penix. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
2nd and 10, Penix to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We bridge the end of 3. It's Falcons football. A nice little help for them as they trail entering the quarter. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. On the give, here's Robinson. He pushed for it, but they held strong. Gets it up to the marker, but about a yard away, it looks like. 4th down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
They'll run it with Robinson. He'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on 4th.
1st down from the 42.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Penix off the play action. It is caught left side. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Number 87.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They've got a man in motion. Throwing now off the play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. They're both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons take a fourth-quarter lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered.
The Falcons will line up for the
Penix is going to throw for it. And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the fourth. Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
And I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure. And if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more. That's what the best special teams units do, Kate. Right there, they just counterpunch. Yeah, they just took one to the chin. They looked up at the scoreboard, they're down, but that special teams unit, they took it upon themselves to fight back, and they've set this offense up with great field position.
We get to Henry on the inside handoff. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Ravens down by only 3. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
It's hot. What? Man. Cut.
Running once more with Henry. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down at that 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
A gain of 14. And a Raven first down.
The toss now to Henry. And a nice little run there gets him 5. Second down upcoming.
With all these collisions these running backs take between the tackles, sure nice to get a little crease on the outside, get in that open field, and let these runners do their thing.
Back to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. How about this? I think that's going to be a safety. Talk about a couple of wild twists over the course of just one play. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Okay, I'm hoping that he simply got turned around, forgot which end of the field was his, because other than that, Brock, I got no explanation.
Yeah, imagine how funny it actually would have been, funny like a clown, to see his own team chase him down and tackle him, Kate. I mean, it would have been hilarious for us to watch. A little embarrassing for him, but less embarrassing than running it back to the wrong end zone for a safety?
Yeah,
Come on, man.
tough.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So after the safety, we're going to see a free kick from the 20-yard line. And this isn't going to help things following that safety as the free kick winds up out of bounds. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Setting up to pass. Trying to push deep downfield. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw. Swatted away by the defense.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times.
Oh, he lost the football, but it bounces out of bounds, so they'll retain possession.
Oh, you know what, Kate? That defense right there, they thought they had...
Are you playing around? I'm finna goddamn beat you, boy.
One bounce and just the other direction. They're off the field. Instead, they're on the field. They got to shake it off, though, and keep this offense from the end zone.
Here he is to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Still finna win, babe. Look.
To the secondary, and he will score and give the lead in the final minutes.
Mark Andrews. Touchdown. Baltimore.
Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead.